Alright, what's going on today, YouTube? It's me, Shutting On Gameplays, and for today's episode, I have something very special for you guys. If you saw my video yesterday, you'll know that I uploaded a Blue Eyes Buster Blader deck. Now, the reason why I uploaded that was just to, mirror match, two super iconic cards. I didn't, try to expect the deck to be meta. Yes, the deck is very good, but it just wasn't consistent enough. Now, for today's episode, I am bringing you the strongest full power Buster Blader deck that I beat Tearlament with. I'm not joking, I beat Tearlament with this deck. I have a recording among about 4 or 5 others that I'm going to show you guys. This deck is absolutely fucking wild. I was doing some experimenting yesterday. I was going through all the cards that I could look up for, as in searches for level 1 tuners or just basically level 1s in general. And I mixed and matched them with cards that can just be special summoned. That way I can go into my link cards such as Protector Whelp very easily. Something that I couldn't do with the Blue Eyes Buster Blader deck if you saw my replays yesterday. So I'm just going to get straight into this deck list. I'm super excited. I can't wait to show you these recordings, or these replays, I mean. They're really fucking good duels. I'm not joking. They are really good duels. So first thing we're going to start off in this deck list is 3 Jester Confit. The reason why I have this is, like I said, it's just a special summon fodder. There's no specific requirements for the special summon. You can only control 1 Jester Confit. You could special summon this card from your hand in attack position. If special summoned this way, during your opponent's next end phase, target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls, return both of them and that face-up card to the hand. So it's kind of like having a free special summon. If you don't use him, you get a card bounce, but you're pretty much always going to use Jester Confit as link materials for your Protector Whelp. So next, we're going to go into our Buster Whelp of Destruction. This, like before in the Blue Eyes Buster Blader deck, this is our main normal summon. We're always going to normal summon this card. It's a free search for any of our Destruction Sword cards. It's good for any situation. It is magically delicious. I love it. It's kind of like a Sage with Eyes of Blue for Buster Blader cards, except instead of searching monsters, it's any Destruction Sword card. I love it. It's beautiful. You gotta have him in there. So next we're gonna go into 2 Dragon Buster Destruction Swords. The reason why we have this is also like before in my Blue Eyes Buster Blader deck. This locks your opponent from your extra deck. A problem that I had with the Blue Eyes Buster Blader deck is I really couldn't ever find a good way to summon Dragon Buster Destruction Sword, just because I could never get it to the graveyard with the Blue Eyes Buster Blader deck. It wasn't consistent enough. Well, with this deck, I can get it to the graveyard on my first turn very easily. It's so funny to see opponents' reactions when they can't use monster effects or their extra deck. There's kind of like a little moment where it's just a pause in their gameplay. They stop playing the game. You see them wait for 30 seconds. It's kind of like they're thinking, what the hell is going on? I can't activate anything. I can't play anything. And then they just surrender. It's hilarious. That's what happened in the Tearlament duel. So next we're going to go into Tenny Spirit Audra. This is just for another free special summon to go into our link cards. We're going to have 1 Maxi. The reason why I only run 1 Maxi is there's really not enough space for a third one, or a second one. Maxi is just really good if you draw it. It's a consistent way to be able to get every single card in your deck to your hand to absolutely wreck your opponent next turn. Next, we're going to go into 2 Ash Blossom and Joyous Springs. We all know the effect of Ash Blossom. We're going to have 1 Robot Destruction Sword. This card literally allows you to be able to stop your opponent from activating spell or trap cards. So let's say they have a spell or trap card on the field and they flip it face up while this card is equipped to one of your Buster Blader cards. When it's flipped up, it counts as a card that's already face up, technically speaking. So for some reason in this game, it does negate the effects of spell or trap cards that are activated. It's pretty freaking kind of busted. I really think they need to fix that. I think that's an error, honestly. I don't think Buster Dragon is supposed to do that, or Robot Buster Destruction Sword. I don't think he's supposed to do that, but it might just be kind of like a Narada thing, maybe. So next we're going to go into 2 Buster Bladers and then 2 Buster Blader the Destruction Swordsman. We're going to have 1 Monster Reborn. We're going to have 1 Foolish Burial to be able to send any of our Destruction Sword cards to the graveyard. We're going to have 1 Reasoning. This is just for another normal summon or special summon. We're going to go 1 for 1. This allows us to be able to special summon a level 1 from our hand or our deck for free. This is the new card that I added in. I have 3 Where Art Thous. If you control one level 1 monster, add one level 1 monster from your deck to your hand. During the end phase of this turn, take 2,000 damage if you did not normal summon the added monster. So, more than likely, what you're going to do all the time with Where Art Thou is you're either going to have Tiny Spirit Audra already on the field or Jester Confit. You're going to activate your Where Art Thou, get your Buster Whelp, and then normal summon your Buster Whelp, go into Protector, search your card off a Buster Whelp. Absolutely wild. Next, we're going to go into 2 Destruction Sword Flashes. The reason why I run 2 is just in case I have this on the field. I can discard 1. I could also search it with Trap Trick if need be. It's banish your opponent's entire monster field while also having an Omni Negate in the graveyard, target Omni Negate. So next, we're going to go into 3 of our Destruction Sword Memories. I run 3 of these because 2 just didn't work enough, because usually what would happen is that have 1 on the field and I wouldn't be able to use it because I don't have any destruction cards in my hand. So the reason why I run 3 is in case I have 1 on the field, I can have that Buster Blade of Destruction Swordsman special summon later on in the duel while also being able to use Trap Trick, banish 1, search it. It's really good. It's always good to have 3 copies. Also, it's good in case someone happens to banish or destroy one of them on the field. It's always good to run 3. We're going to run 2 Prologue of Destructions. This allows you to get your Buster Dragon straight from your extra deck while also being able to summon, or not summon, but being able to put the materials for Buster Blade or the Dragon Destroyer Swordsman in your graveyard. Next, we're going to go on to 3 Trap Tricks. That's going to search any of our Destruction Trap cards for free. We're going to have 3 DNA Surgeries just in case we can't get Buster Dragon on the field. You declare Dragon, your opponent's locked out of the duel. That's how I beat the Tearlament. So next we're going to go into 2 Buster Blade or the Dragon Destroyer Swordsman. I run 2 simply for the fact in case one of them gets destroyed and I don't have Monster Reborn. It's also good to have 2 of them on the field. We're going to go into 2 Buster Dragons just in case we can't get into our Prologue of Destruction. We could just normal Synchro summon. And then we also have one for having Prologue of Destruction in case we can't get Prologue of Destruction by drawing it. We do Trap Trick, send one of them away, activate the Prologue, get our second Buster Dragon. So next we're going to go into our Borreload Salvage Dragon. This is going to put an Omni Negate on our field because we are going to be using a lot of Link cards, as you can see. So Link Kuriboh is just to get one of our level 1s off of the field into the graveyard. Underclock Taker, this allows us to be able to steal our opponent's attack from them. So it's going to boost our super massive Buster Blader, the Destruction Swordsman, even more. So next we're going to go into Nightmare Phoenix to be able to pop our opponent's back row. We're going into Cross Sheep. Just in case we need Cross Sheep, we can fusion summon our Buster Blader, the Destruction Swordsman, onto our Cross Sheep. We get a free level 4 or lower special summon from our graveyard. Super, super good. You're not really ever going to use Cross Sheep, but it's good just in case you need it later on in the duel. Next, we're going to Protector Whelp of Destructions. This allows us to be able to send our destruction cards straight from our deck to the graveyard. That's always going to be 1 copy of our Destruction Sword Memories. Next, we're going to go on to our Line of the Light Charmer. This allows us to be able to link summon using our opponent's monsters from their graveyard. You can take this card out because I know most cards are usually dark. So you can take Line of the Light Charmer out and just add Borreload Sword Dragon. I'm not sure how to say it. Let me look it up for you guys. Boral Sword. I think that's how you say it. Boral Sword, yeah. You can take the Lina out and add Boral Sword if you want more offense. I just like being able to use my opponent's monsters for link summoning in any situation that I'm in. So next we're going to go into Dark the Charmer. That follows the same pattern as Line of the Light Charmer. This targets our opponent's dark monsters in our graveyard to special summon. Nightmare Unicorn for a bounce, and then we have our Appaloosa Bow of the Goddess simply for our monster negates. So that's the deck list. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I really, really, really know you guys are going to enjoy these replays. They're absolutely fucking insane. And also, thank you guys so much for, like, dude, last night at 12:37 a.m. at night, we reached 300 subscribers. This is my 300 subscriber milestone video. This is me breaking the meta of Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please leave me a like. Please leave me a subscription. Let's try and get to 1,000 subscriptions, man.